Yeah, so I guess I'm gonna have to talk about that 100/100 game I've been playing for the past week or so. I checked out Mina The Hollower, reviewed it a couple of days prior. Well, actually, I got the code like a couple of weeks prior. Finished it within 16 hours of play, and I can tell you, me giving 100 out of 100, I felt it in my bones that it was the top game of my year, but to give it 100 out of 100, yeah, I just thought, okay, I haven't actually played anything that really stood out to me in this year, so lo and behold, this popped up. So Mina The Hollower is a 2D Zelda-like 2D title with 8-bit style graphics. You could control a character named Mina. She got invited by this baron called Lionel to the town of Ossex and the Isle of Tenebrae Isle to basically fix the 6 generators surrounding the island. And of course, there are monsters popping up at the generators, so it's up to her to fix things. And yes, of course, there is a twist going on, and there's, like, the former guard, I believe Thorn is actually also attacking you for reasons unknown, trying to stop you from repairing the towers. And yeah, there's a really cute story going on, and there's a lot of flavor and all that in the town of Ossex, talking to the villagers, talking to the townspeople. Then you go to places like September up north, and the bayou, and also the beach. And the other places you see, you'll be talking to a lot of people here and there, like lots of colorful folks. I mean, there's even this one, a cute little couple of kids who are hunting down this rabbit called Dugan, I believe. And then in this particular boss fight, all boss fights are 2D by the way, and there's a lot of boss fights. You basically are avoiding both the two kids' attacks, not so much Dugan the rabbit. You are attacking the rabbit, but the bigger danger are the two kids who are basically friendly firing the hell out of the screen, and you have to avoid all the projectiles that are being littered on the screen. So Mina The Hollower has a really cool ability to make her dodge. I mean, apart from jumping, she can also jump and burrow underground. So she tunnels through underground for like a second or two and then emerge up. She is invincible all the way through, and she can go under different obstacles, can even submerge underneath deep waters to jump up and all that. So when she is underground, after a second, she jumps up. So you actually jump 2 spaces in front of you. You jump 2 spaces forward when you do that move, compared to your regular jump, which is just 1 space. So you need to use that. And also you got a plethora of weapons you collect, and you'll need all of this, and trinkets. Don't forget trinkets. Trinkets are equipment you can use to boost up your powers or give you new abilities. You can equip like 1 at the start, and then you get to expand your inventory up to 5 to 6. I don't know what the max is, but you can equip a lot of them. Yeah. And you get to collect bones to level up your character too, so there's a level up progression thing. So if you head to certain stages, they can be a bit tough, so you will need to collect enough bones in the game. Like, they're either buried underground or in plain sight, or floating above a pit, being carried by a tiny little pixel fly. It's so cute. And yeah, you need to collect. The cool thing is you collect bones when you land or when you're at a safe spot. It stops the game, and you get to actually level up, or you can store your bones, either way. But for me, I just level up as soon as I can, as soon as I get the values needed. So really, really cool stuff right there. Leveling up and all that, and the game is very difficult. I really had some time struggling through the game, especially in the 3rd stage. I believe that's September, where I'm being chased by Mr. X, the equivalent of Mr. X in this game, and then you actually get to fight it as a boss. But once you get the hang of the mechanics, if you read the manual that's available as soon as you get in the game, there's an instruction manual that's accessible from the get-go, and you explore the world back and forth, figuring out certain things that work. I like the fact that the game does not give you the information. Yes, there's information on the manual, but then you have to discover everything yourself, like finding out that your next objective will be highlighted by the newspaper boy in the town, or the fact that you can actually burrow through. If you tunnel through the ground, you get to make a carving to make lava flow through and destroy certain obstacles and barricades. You also get to jump 2 spaces away when you burrow and jump. What else? Oh yeah, and then when you get a fishing rod, it turns out, I just found this out today by the way, that you can actually fish, throw the hook, throw the line, and when you latch onto an enemy, you do a straight up dive attack. 2D. Get me, like a grappling hook. So your fishing tackle is a grappling hook. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. There's so many cute things in this game. You can actually, I mean, a lot of my peers who reviewed the game early like I did, they found their way to 100% the game, like within that short, within that really generous overtime thing of review period that they have. I wish I did, but I was actually juggling like what 3, 4, 5 games. There was Lego Batman, there was Forza Horizon 6, there was also the Honor of Kings World Closed Alpha, which is basically just Honor of Kings, China, and Teamy Studios, Tencent doing their own Genshin-like impact. Might be a hit, who knows, but not really. I mean, it's not really for me, but who knows, maybe the beta might change my mind. Yeah. But anyway, Mina the Hollower is also proof that, I also should mention, yes, it also is partly difficult, a lot of difficulty going on here because certain weapons push you back. When you heal, you have to go through an aggro kind of state. So there's a mechanic, the Estus rally mechanic combination thing, where basically if you can't just heal when your life is down. You need to have actually have plasma, yellow life, healable life. When you hit enemies, you gain plasma. So when you have yellow plasma, you can heal. If not, you cannot. So you basically need to be aggressive with your attacks to, rally and go for it, be aggressive. But the thing is, there's no like period where you cannot do it. You can do it as long as you can. There's an opportunity to hit the opponent. So you actually gain back your plasma, heal up to full, so you can be efficient with your healing stats and whatnot. I have noticed that a lot of Zelda-like games are really, really easy because when you get hit once, you lose like a bit of your health or all of that one heart there. That's it. You can't get it back, but the frequency of how the health drops is pretty generous, considering that certain bosses, they do summon minions and the hearts come up from the minions you can collect and refill your health. I noticed that a lot of Zelda games are pretty manageable with this difficulty to prolong the boss fights, all that. Mina the Hollower takes a Souls-like approach, and I respect it for it. I'm sure a lot of people will hate that mechanic, the rally Estus mechanic, but I adore it. I really wish some games do this to make their games a bit more tense in their boss fights, because I do feel that most Zelda-like games are not that challenging with their boss fights. They're more like puzzle-driven rather than challenge and pattern-driven. So with Mina the Hollower, you learn things as you die as well. I mean, and at least the game gives you a chance to collect your bones back if you die. So to collect, it's a corpse run basically. And if you explore long enough and if you have money, bones, you get to actually have up to 3-4 sparks. So you get like 4 chances at a corpse run if you die. So that's pretty cool. But this game, Mina the Hollower, encourages exploration like Elden Ring to make it, I won't say, I guess you could say easier and more manageable in difficulty. But you can also turn on mods if you like, if you feel that, oh, I just want to get through the story really quick. So you can turn on mods to make the game, make you be invincible, deal more damage to enemies, not fall through pits or jump higher and whatnot. There are also some weird modifiers here and there. But I do implore you to not turn on the modifiers when you play the game for the first time. Go through its nuances, go through its mechanics, play through it the first time, have fun with it, finish the game, take how long as you want, it's your game. And then when you open up New Game Plus or the one after that, then you can do whatever the hell you like. Yeah. Because Mina the Hollower is a game that has really good, smart, toughly made game design decisions that I respect. I love it a lot. And personally, I feel this is my GOTY of 2026 for now. I'm happy to give this game 100 out of 100. And yes, I realize that yes, there is a Castlevania game coming out later this year, and Marvel Tokon is coming out later this year. But I'm confident to say that, hey, among all the games within the past 6 months or so, or 5 months, because this game came out at the end of May, this is definitely my go-to indie title. And this is, as I said in a games newsletter on 22/13, this is a game that will influence many game developers and game designers in the next few years or so, indie devs mostly, to pick up and make their own Zelda-like that's Souls-like, or just a Souls-like that's Zelda-like, or a 2D game. Like, this is the kind of work and effort from 6 years from a small team that paid off big time. I hope it actually hits its sales numbers more. We'll find out more like maybe later in the week or so. And yeah, that's all I got to say about my top game of 2026 so far. But Mina the Hollower deserves all the praise, 100 out of 100. Really, really awesome, well designed, fun, quirky. Especially the music from Jake Kaufman and Yuzo Koshiro is also elevates it beyond its status. Yeah, elevates it. And the art style and all that, it's like basically, again, it's trying to be like the Oracle of Seasons. Oracle of Time, is it? The two Zelda games on the Game Boy Color, the one from Capcom. And also it oozes with its Castlevania design, the artwork, everything. Hell, there's even an enemy that fights like the Medusas in... They go to the sine wave. Those are fucking annoying, that's for sure. But again, this game throws a lot of challenges and curveballs, which I appreciate and enjoy. And it's very fair too with its difficulty. So hats off to Yacht Club Games. Thank you again for giving me the code. This is me just glazing the game again and again because it really, really deserves it. 100%. I never felt this way for a game, like in terms of like a personal attachment to a 2D game, like, or make me feel like this, that yeah, I will strongly champion this title. Like, I guess A Space from the Unbound was one of them back a couple of years back, because that's an Indonesian-made indie adventure game. Really, really cool stuff. Clair Obscur, it has his followers. I loved it, definitely. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound was last year's one. That one was the game I was basically championing all the way from its release up to the end of the year. Like, hey, dude, for your consideration, even though I don't work for Tecmo Koei, but I feel really strongly for Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. So in 2026, this is the game that I'm gonna pester you whenever you see me in a convention, or whenever you see me in public, or in an anime convention, or a game level up. I will tell you that you haven't played Mina the Hollower, you should play it. Awesome indie game, worth your money. It's like what, 20 USD? Probably cheaper in Malaysia and Singapore, who knows, but worth the money, that's for sure. So yeah, go indies, that's all I'm saying. Go indies. And thanks again for tuning in. So, will I be doing more episodes? Yes, definitely. So there's going to be a PlayStation State of Play. I'll probably talk a little bit about it, about my thoughts, post live stream and all that. I will be checking out Summer Games Fest. Also going to be talking a little bit about it, like what Jeff Keighley announced and everything. And also got a bunch of other stuff going on too, like in the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned to this channel. Thanks again for supporting me. If you like more content like this, do subscribe to our Kaku Chopra YouTube page. We post new content every week. Thanks again for tuning in. Thanks again for subscribing. Hit that like button, ding dong button that pops up at the bottom, once in a while. And yeah, we post new content. Thanks for supporting us. We're actually at 150,000 people. Keep loving us. Keep Malaysian game journalism and game coverage alive. So thank you and see you. Bye bye.